Welcome to What is Crypto? I'm Matt and this is Crypto. Today I'm going to be talking to you about SPX6900 and 5 beta plays to SPX. These are going to be plays that I think are going to outperform SPX and that I think could net you some crazy gains. None of this is financial advice, but if any of that sounds like it could be for you, then don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. Also, if you want to join my Discord, I've opened it back up. It's going to be 100% free to join. If you join in the next 2 weeks, you'll get a lifetime free subscription. Scroll down, click the link, and I'll see you there. Quick look though on the market at my favorite chart, Bitcoin dominance. Now, Bitcoin dominance represents the strength of Bitcoin versus altcoins. For an altcoin season, we want to see a sharp drop off in Bitcoin dominance. Every time we have parabolic price growth in altcoins, this is reflected by a steep drop off in Bitcoin dominance. And we're looking like we are just starting to break down in Bitcoin dominance. We've had our sharpest drop off since 2022. So that is looking damn good. And it looks like we have just broken out of this channel. So if we see more bleeding of Bitcoin dominance, then expect altcoins and meme coins to significantly outperform. Now, one of the strongest meme coins in the market is SPX6900. It was made popular by Murad, who has really been the most vocal person in the meme coin space, calling for a meme coin super cycle. Now, he's expecting multiple meme coins to hit 100 billion. He's expecting SPX to hit 50 to 100 billion this cycle. And if that happens, do expect beta plays on that list to significantly outperform. Now, if those sound like absolutely crazy numbers, think it is the 7th largest meme coin, and only last year it had a market cap of less than 10 million. It is already sitting at over 100x from there. And if you couple that with the fact that in the past, Shiba Inu has hit a market cap of just under 40 billion, and Dogecoin currently has a market cap of 40 billion, and in the past, Dogecoin has hit a market cap of around 75 billion. Those numbers, while they might sound absolutely enormous, if we are getting an unprecedented mass influx of retail, then maybe those numbers aren't quite so far-fetched. So SPX 6900, their goal is to flip the stock market. Now, if you're looking at the S&P 500, that's got a market cap of $53 trillion. So this is an enormous goal. Now, I don't personally think that's going to happen this cycle, but the thesis is valuing community. It is valuing those long-term bags that you can hold with high conviction. It is that belief and idea of getting a large group of people to all support and believe in the one thing. So that's what I think Murad has done so well this cycle. And that's one of the reasons, especially with the narrative of flipping the stock market and having that mimetic solution. I think that's one of the reasons why SPX is going to do so damn well. So for me personally, I don't know if it's going to get to 100 million, but I don't think the fact that it could get to 10 billion, 25 billion, even 50 billion is a far-fetched idea. So without spending too much more time on SPX, as I know you're familiar with it, let's get down the 5 stock to meme coins that I think are going to best perform this cycle. First up, it is no surprise that we have DXY, US DGen Index 6900. Now, this is a coin that I've been super vocal about for a long period of time. I first called it somewhere around here back in December. Now, I wrote it up to around 1.7 million and then wrote it all the way back down. And I've been believing in it, holding it, and working for it this entire time. So I love this coin for multiple different reasons. The narrative is the US DGen Index, DXY. Now, DXY is also the ticker for the US dollar index. And due to that clever little link, I think it's quite fitting that their goal is to flip the dollar. Now, this happens at a market cap of 1 billion. As at a market cap of 1 billion, every DXY token will be worth $1. So therefore, the US dollar will be flipped and it'll be more valuable to hold DXY tokens than the US dollar. From there, their ultimate goal is to flip it 69 times just to add a bit of mimetic value. Now, if we want to look down at the contract address, I also love the fact that it starts in 0x69 and ends in 69. That's quite mimetic. And really all of their content, if you look on their Twitter, is about monetary debasement. It's about being born into a world where your value buys you less and less each year. Fiat is getting constantly inflated out of existence. Money is getting debased. The current system doesn't work and it punishes new users, and new users are the youth of today. So that is the whole narrative for DXY. It's a new dollar for the degens, and I really love that concept. I love that at a market cap of 200k. I also love it at a market cap of 2 million. I'm going to love it at a market cap of 20 mil and pushing up towards those multi-hundred mil, if not the billion this mark. I do think this seriously has potential to be a 100x from here, and I think once more people catch on to the narrative that it is about this new currency for the degens, it's about flipping the dollar, it's about kind of sticking up to the system that does not work for us, I think more people are going to see value and flock to DXY. DXY. So it ripped up about 450% over the past few weeks. Now it did retrace from about 2.9 million down to 1.7 million. Great entry there if you got in, but then everyone was calling for it to go back down to 800k, 900k. No, and even if it does happen, that's just a generational buying opportunity in my opinion. Currently we've got a market cap of 2.24 million, so it is still just a fraction of the market cap of SPX. DXY, a 10x from here is 22 mil, 100x is 220 mil. It's almost 1000x to get to the market cap of SPX, and SPX is likely going to do at least a 10x from here. So yeah, bullish on the DGen dollar, DXY. And if you're not familiar with DXY, definitely check them out. I really think this is going to be a strong performer. Alrighty, next up on the list, we have NASDAQ 420. Now, this is one that's coming back into a decent zone for an entry if you did want. Now, it ripped up from around 1.5 million, nearly did a 10x to 12.3 million. Obviously, when coins pump that much, they are going to have a pullback. So if you're looking to bid the 618 level, maybe a pullback a little bit more to around that kind of high $5 million mark, that makes a little bit of sense. That being said, I think this narrative is so damn hot. This is flipping the NASDAQ. It's an obvious beta to SPX. The community is absolutely cooking. If you check on their Twitter, one of the things that I love about NASDAQ 420 is how active their community is. So their community is strong. Their community is growing. And if you look at their posts, they usually have huge amounts of support. So 125 likes. We've got 79 likes. We've got 90 likes. Very, very strong community. I think what they're doing is really cool. Yeah, love the community strength. So keep cooking NASDAQ 420. Don't own it currently, but it's on my watch list. And if I do get the entry that I am looking for, then I'll probably enter it. If you want to know if I'm buying this, join the Discord, 100% free to join. Alrighty, next up we have GME. So this is GameStop. Now for me, this is an obvious stock to meme beta play. Now, if you are not familiar with Roaring Kitty and you're not familiar with GameStop, well, I think you should do a little bit of research. So GameStop, the actual stock, was the first stock to be traded like a meme coin. Now, this was an infamous trade made by Roaring Kitty. And if you want to have a look at the GameStop chart, it ran up from a price of around $1 all the way up to, I think, around $80. So an 80x in traditional finance. Absolutely insane. This was the first stock to be traded like a meme coin. And I think the narrative that the meme coin of the first stock to be traded like a meme coin makes quite a lot of sense. The chart also looks quite bottomed out. It has held this level here nicely, and it looks like it's just reclaimed a pretty key level at 24 million. I don't own this one currently. However, it is one that I do think is going to do very well this bull run. That is GameStop. If you want the contract address, it is OXC56, ends in 12B8. Now, fourth on the list, and that has been because the community has been absolutely pushing for it, is DJ16930. So this is a stock to meme beta on the Dow Jones. This is on Solana as well. So Solana is definitely not my bread and butter, and I don't own this one, but the community has been absolutely cooking. So if you want to have a look at their website, you can see that Dowge is flipping the Dow Jones. So I like that. Dowge kind of makes sense as a narrative. And reading down, you can see that much like SPX, it's a battle cry, call to arms to obliterate the Dow Jones, flip that $20 trillion figure once and for all. So this is Dowge on Solana. Now it's got a market cap of 70 million, so they've been absolutely crushing it lately. All those that got into this one, massive hats off to you guys. You guys will be up an absolute killing. I'm not saying to go and ape it now, but to not include it on lists would be doing it a disservice. Personally not in it. However, I am looking at it and I am assessing community strength. I do like that their community is looking pretty strong. And if you look at their likes and retweets, they're absolutely crushing it. So strong community, strong meme coin, really strong price growth. Although I can't green candle chase up here, it is something that I had to include on the list. And for me, last on the list, coming in at number 5, I'm going to be looking at SPX 2.0. Now, SPX 2.0, initially I thought it was just a copy and paste stock to meme narrative play. However, the initial creator from SPX, he did create SPX 2.0. So I do think there is that kind of OG narrative there. Now, the chart was looking pretty good. It's had a pretty healthy retracement. You could look at bidding these levels. I'm personally not in it, but I do think a lot of these meme coins in the narrative are going to absolutely cook. By far my favorite is DXY. A couple of other honorable mentions. If you want me to mention them in future videos, make sure you comment below. So we have based SPX6900. Now this one has been absolutely cooking as well. We also have honorable mention for VIX 777. So this is the volatility index 777. and MicroStrategy MSTR 2100. So this is the largest one that I didn't mention on the list, but yeah, the price action for me just hasn't been that exciting. So that is going to wrap it up for today. Definitely bullish on the narrative, bullish on SPX, bullish on all of these meme coins. For me, my favorite is USDG Index 6900. But let me know what your favorite coin in the stock to meme narrative is in the comments section below. Is it DXY like myself? Is it Doge? Is it based SPX? Is it SPX? SPX 2.0, GameStop? Let me know in the comments section below. Don't forget to like, comment, subscribe. And if you want to join my Discord, it is 100% free to join for life, only for the next couple of weeks. So scroll down, click the link, and I'll see you there. All right, cheers, legends. I appreciate it. I appreciate you, and I'll catch you in the next one.